Look at those guys.
Hi. Did it come for juice?
Picture perfect
That
apple.
is just gorgeous. And he's got a
Like the color and everything. Such nice
beautiful
size.
skin, yeah.
This is the Pro. I'm not an alcoholic. I always give lots of it away and everybody enjoys it and it's always fun to sample it. So I think that's the enjoyment of making cider. And it is... So what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. Today we are doing a special video on homebrew, some hard apple cider. Now this is kind of special to me because this is third generation, so I've been making it for probably about 10-12 years now. My dad used to make it and my grandfather used to make it. Now my grandfather used to make, what is it, five barrels. He would have everybody come out from the local town, enjoy some hard apple cider and watch the hockey game, and they would have popcorn and just have fun and just enjoy the good old days. Yeah. So yeah, we got 2 barrels, which I'm going to show you. I have a wine barrel that I've been using for 12 to 13 years now, and we picked up another barrel which is used for whiskey, so it was a wet rye barrel, and we are both getting kind of the same juice here. So we got some russets, we got galas, we got
possibly some pears.
Possibly some pears, if you wonder who's talking. Dad's along with me. So we are here, and you can see all the apples and all the juice that they're pressing. So I did ask the other day, when I did order this juice, I asked if we could kindly film this process, and he's gonna show us how this all works. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you are enjoying these videos, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, as that helps our channel grow. And yeah, enjoy, guys. Can you tell me how this works?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to smell it.
So he's just plugging this in. He's gonna take what's in this vat here,
What?
and he's gonna pump the juice into here, right?
Well, we usually dump the apples in there, then they wash here, then we can throw it up here, and then falls in there, kind of, and then we squish them over here, throw it up, and then we have bags in here, and then rub them and hose them in there that short, then it squishes them together,
Okay.
and then it gets apple juice, then it bumps them up in the tanks, and then
So this you dump it in outside, right?
Yes,
And then it comes in there, washes them,
washes them
comes up
together.
this conveyor
Yeah.
in here, and what's this do? Grinds it,
Well, there it grinds, and then it goes in here, and then through that hose, and there.
and this
it-
presses it. So
Squishes.
these kind of squish it, and
It's two kinds. This one, we fill it up, and then we put it over, and then that one's full. We dump it out here, and then augers it out, and then just back and forth, kind of.
and what do you do? Does this stuff make apple butter then?
This,
Or do you make
No.
anything with it, or is it just
it's just, we just feed it to the steers.
okay? So nothing goes to waste. It just that goes
Some
for
goes to
for
waste.
food.
Depending if it's nice or not.
Yeah, yeah, neat. And how many liters of juice can you do a day?
A day?
Or how many do you usually do when it's full season and you're making tons of juice?
I'm not sure. My father's not here, so I'm just
Yeah.
giving you the juice.
No, that's good. So you can see it's filling up here. We're about 80 liters. So they're gonna pump it into these tanks, and then from there they'll hook up to a hose here, and that hose will pump into our barrels that we have on the back of the truck. And do we know exactly what apples we got this year?
No.
I know I did say a little galas, I think they're in there, some russets.
There might be.
Yeah.
That's just, we usually don't put it in there, but it's just when we sell it, like kind of get it and keep it for a few days. That's a cooler then.
Yep. Yeah. And then this machine, what's this do?
It's a bag
Okay.
It's milk bags. If people want them in bags, and then they can bag them.
Oh, neat. Nice little machine. Good stuff. I'm gonna take a walk outside here. I guess these are the bags, eh? So this
Yes, this is the bag.
this machine here puts the juice in here, so then you can freeze these and they'll last for a long time. That's
Well, not if you unfreeze them, then
right.
again.
Then it starts working again, because this is unpasteurized, so it's just raw juice, has all the fermentation in it, all the good stuff that we need to make hard apple cider. So really neat. So just to recap, so these would be your apples here. And then they would come over, dump them in here, and then this conveyor brings them up, brings them inside. Washes them all across here. There's rollers that you can see. And then up the conveyor belt, in through here, which grinds it down into this hopper. And then through here, squishes it into the juice, and the juice gets pumped up into the vat and all the way through here. Pretty neat setup. So that's this process, and then we'll show you what we're doing next with this.
You got a bin of them.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Are you gonna taste it?
I'm gonna eat that.
It looks good. That is one of the picture perfect
That
apple.
is just gorgeous. And he's got a
Like the color and everything, such nice
beautiful
size.
skin, yeah.
Let's hear the crisp when you
Yeah.
crunch
Here
into
we
it.
go.
Eat it if you want.
Thank you.
Guys, you may back your truck and here's the without the.
Okay. All back in then. How is it?
Great. Look at that.
Nice pink on the outside, if you can see, and a nice white color inside.
What a crunch.
So this here, we have our two 45-gallon barrels in here that we're gonna just back up here and fill up, and that's how we're gonna be transporting our juice. So we're just gonna back up into here and load up all our juice so we can get to our next stage of our wooden barrels at home, which I'll show you soon.
Baby, we've got time to face our fears, make our dreams come
Yep.
it'll all unfold. I don't know where the road will go.
You see that furnace dog?
Find that pot of gold. Find that
Oh, wow. Inside it, yeah. That's a big one.
find that pot of
Well, here we go. Here's the good stuff.
people talk, oh people talk.
Coming up.
Yeah, what the world will say. We
You like making fresh juice?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you guys do? You guys have vegetables and
We have a few vegetables.
chickens and
Yeah, we have chickens and ducks, and we have a few steers,
meat?
a few horses too.
Yep. That's quite the furnace you got back there too. And that's all wood?
We burn wood chips and
Oh yeah? So that big pile of wood chips you have out there, that's neat. Now is that something you guys made?
this furnace.
Yeah, or something you
Well, we
bought?
bought this furnace.
Yep.
And my uncle makes those chips, he makes that grease,
Okay.
and some more pieces.
Well, that's a nice way of cleaning up wood chips. So you can see we're almost full, about halfway. It's going quick. And the apples, they weren't that good this year, right? There's a lot of frost in there in the spring.
It doesn't have that many apples left sometimes.
Yeah.
We only press about 2 times a week, and usually we did about 4 times.
Okay. You ever hear of YouTube? Of YouTube? No. So it's basically a place where you can put videos up to show things that you make and stuff. Yeah. So that's what this is for. Kind of wanted to show the process of how it all gets made.
Or maybe you have to come on a day we're pressing.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, but
That's usually Fridays, but
Fridays, yep.
and Tuesdays.
Okay. Looks like
Almost
we're
empty.
getting empty here.
Now I have to. How much does it fit in here?
Well, what'd you put in that one?
200 liters. Yes.
That was 200?
Yes, and then we.
That's fine then. So just if you drain the hose into this one, then we'll do the next one. You wanna lift that up? Just getting the last out here. That's good. We got a problem. So Dad got this barrel to hold everything, and look what's happening. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna see if we can put a screw in here to stop it. But it'd have to go in pretty far. Yeah. I wonder if we're better off just to drain this one.
Just to drain it in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safer.
Yeah. So we got it fixed here. We just decided to, since this one has a strap-on lid, we put it on its side, holes up here, blocks here, won't go anywhere. So back in business, round 2. I know this one's sealed, has no holes. Alright, so we got everything loaded here. Wish us luck. We got everything that we need to make our cider. Now to venture home. Bring us everything. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next year.
No, thanks a lot. You have a good day.
What kind are these?
I'm not sure what this kind is up here.
Nice apples. They ever smell good.
That wasn't it.
Nice juice apple though.
Yeah.
Lots of them. Are those all look like galas? Or are they russets?
I'm not
Definitely an older apple, like late season apple. Neat. Wow. They were beautiful. Look at those guys.
This is probably where he got those. They're under here.
Beautiful. I'm gonna take this one.
Hi. Did you come for Tuesday?
I'm coming for the chicken.
All set.
Looks alright.
Everything looks good. Let's rock. Some of the things they do here, all the gardening,
Horseradish, yeah.
cabbage, horseradish,
Wow. Turnips,
all the good stuff.
strawberries. Yeah, and why not?
Some birds out there that whole pen
Oh yeah.
looks like it moves.
Yeah.
They can pick it up and move it, so everything's free-range.
Yeah.
It's huge. How big would you say that pen is? Probably 30 feet wide.
30 by 30.
Yeah, big. Lots of nice birds, probably all turkeys.
Yeah.
All right. So we're back. We got everything safe and sound. No juice, no leaks. The hole is up here, so we were able to make sure that it didn't rock back and forth to spill anything, and it was a small hole, so nothing bounced out. Other barrels are good. Now we got to take this juice here and bring it into here. So these are the two barrels we got. Now this is a wine barrel I've had for 12 or 13 years. And I've been making cider out of it pretty much every year. And I know you guys are thinking, man, that's a huge barrel and you must be an alcoholic.
Medicinal purposes.
I'm not an alcoholic. I like to have a few drinks. I like to make my own alcohol in terms of I know what's in it and I enjoy it, and I actually enjoy having people over and to drink it with me. So I always give lots of it away and everybody enjoys it, and it's always fun to sample it. So I think that's the enjoyment of making cider. So Dad here, he swears by wet rye barrels. That's what he's always made his juice out of, and that's what we have here. So this barrel, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's a wet rye barrel. It's tight as can be, meaning that it won't have any leaks, and it was used to make whiskey for, again, not sure how many years, but this came out of Windsor, Ontario. I know that, so if anybody is watching and says or knows exactly what distillery this came from in Windsor, let me know down in the comments. So we got this one pretty much ready to go. We've got the hole up top. Smells amazing. Nice smell, and we're gonna see what the taste difference is compared from the wine barrel to the whiskey barrel, because there is going to be a difference and probably an alcohol percentage different, which we're going to measure this year just between the two of them. The juice is still the same in both of them, identical, and then we're going to be putting yeast in here as well to enhance the apple flavor, and that's not coming in till sometime next week. So in about 2-3 days we'll have yeast to make this cider taste phenomenal. Now what the yeast does is actually enhances the flavor and make sure that everything processes properly as it ferments. If you wanted to make cider yourself, you could actually let it ferment itself. It will do its thing and make alcohol on its own. You don't have to add yeast, but yeast will bring out a better flavor and it will raise a little bit of the alcohol percentage as well. So that's what we're doing here. We got to siphon it in these barrels, and then once they're siphoned in the barrels, just let it work, and it takes probably, I don't know,
8 weeks.
8 weeks. This is the pro. And then what are you gonna do with yours? You said when it stops you're gonna put
Half a dozen lemons and a dozen oranges cubed
Okay.
into it. And that'll retain the finished flavor till the barrel is emptied.
Nice. So down in behind here you can see I was lucky enough to get these Grosche bottles, and what I do is once the cider has stopped fermenting, then what I start doing is bottling it. So I put dextrose, I put a tablespoon in basically every bottle and then fill them up, and then what that does is carbonates it. So when you pop these, which I will pop one open for you later, you have this beautiful, clear, sparkling hard apple cider that you made yourself, and it's perfect. I love it. It's a nice drink. You don't feel upset stomach if you drink too much of it. Yeah, no hangover. It's just a beautiful drink. And I know maybe some of you guys might ask, well, what's this cost? So basically, you can pick a barrel up like this for $100, and that barrel will last you years and years and years as long as you look after it and keep it moist, meaning that you don't let it dry out, because if it dries out, all this is going to open up and then your barrel's shot. So to get all this juice, we got 430 liters. This barrel's 230, this one's 200, and to get the juice processed and squeezed and made into unpasteurized juice costs $430, so $1 a liter. So pretty cheap if you think of it. If you're making your own hard apple cider, it's a pretty cheap drink, and you don't have to go to the liquor store or beer store anymore. If you do like cider, it's a really nice drink to have. So yeah, we're gonna do the process here of siphoning everything in to the barrels, and that's basically it. And I'll show you a little sample of what we got with the finished bottle too, pouring it into the glass, popping it open, and showing you how good it turns out, because I think if you're wanting to make something like this, you can. And another little advice, if you don't want to get a big barrel like this and you're like, I don't want to commit to a huge barrel, there is guys that will sell you 20-30 liter barrels, and you don't have to go, you know, this big. You maybe test it in a smaller barrel and then get your big barrel if you like it and go from there. So on that note, guys, we're gonna get to work.